Again, we used our whole hog and a step bit. This time we drilled out, I used these extensions to hold the part still, and then we drilled out this housing to a much more favorable size. This here is the size of the outlet before. We're going to plug that up with some epoxy, and we're going to use that as our new and improved outlet. We're going to drill one on the other half of the housing the same way. It wasn't too bad. That's just a cheap Harbor Freight titanium that step bit. You know, it's like a $8 item, and it didn't have too much trouble drilling through that cast iron. Cast iron's pretty soft. I had to baby it a little bit to make sure I didn't snap it or anything. I mean, that's a substantial hand tool, but I could have just as easily taken a cordless drill and that has this chuck size and carefully drilled it out. It'd just take a couple of batteries, you know. All right, guys, and then there was two mating halves. You see this? I have these. This big wonky thing is going to get cut off to match like this. They need cleaned up. This needs ground down, and then we need to epoxy. We need to epoxy that hole because we're not going to use it. And at 5 psi and the temperature that we expect, we're not going to have to worry about that. The epoxy will stick, and then we're going to epoxy some kind of thing in there. That's a much better size hole for no limited restriction, and we're doubling up the volume. So we want to give ourselves, and obviously this one is going to be on that side, and this one's going to be on this side. So you know the flow is going to be through, and that will give us everything we need. I'm excited.